Millions chase youth, yet Scripture quietly preserved remarkable foods many seniors still overlook completely even today. Researchers continue uncovering nutrition secrets that surprisingly echo dietary wisdom written thousands of years before modern laboratories existed. Ancient families regularly shared simple meals that may explain remarkable vitality observed across generations throughout biblical history. After 60, your body's nutritional needs shift dramatically, making food choices increasingly important for healthy aging every day. The first biblical superfood seems ordinary, yet evidence suggests its benefits extend far beyond traditional expectations for seniors. Generations protected these traditions because everyday meals often reflected practical wisdom passed carefully through countless families over centuries. Modern nutrition studies increasingly explore compounds naturally present inside several foods frequently mentioned throughout biblical life and culture. Healthy aging involves daily habits, and these foods fit naturally within a balanced biblical lifestyle still admired today. But one overlooked ingredient quietly surprises researchers, and its story becomes even more fascinating in the next discovery ahead. Most seniors completely ignore number 7, yet its remarkable history may change how you view healthy aging forever. Hidden in plain sight, humble lentils became a nutritional cornerstone long before scientists understood their remarkable value. Simple lentil meals sustained travelers, workers, and families through demanding seasons across countless biblical communities every single day. Researchers continue studying how fiber and plant nutrients support healthy digestion, energy, and overall wellness during aging naturally. One famous biblical meal involving lentils became unforgettable, though its deeper lesson reaches far beyond the story itself. Balanced meals rich in whole foods may help support consistent energy levels throughout active days after 60 for many. Yet lentils were only the beginning, because another treasured biblical food offered entirely different nutritional advantages for generations. Colorful grapes contain naturally occurring compounds, and researchers continue investigating for their potential role in healthy aging and wellness. Sometimes nature protects fruit beautifully, and those colorful outer layers often hold fascinating nutritional complexity worth appreciating more. Remember the olive oil earlier? Together, these traditional foods created balanced meals enjoyed across biblical cultures for centuries. The next overlooked superfood grew quietly in rugged landscapes, yet its surprising story transformed countless ancient households unexpectedly. Wild leafy greens quietly nourished biblical families long before nutrition science recognized their impressive natural complexity and remarkable value. Ancient communities depended on seasonal harvests, encouraging naturally varied diets throughout changing times of every single year. Researchers suggest nutrient-rich vegetables can contribute meaningfully to balanced diets, supporting healthy aging and overall wellness naturally. Small household gardens provided dependable nourishment, quietly shaping daily life throughout biblical towns and surrounding countryside for generations. Bright natural colors often reveal fascinating plant compounds researchers continue exploring across diverse traditional foods even today worldwide. Another biblical favorite thrived beneath desert skies, offering natural sweetness valued for countless generations across ancient civilizations alike. Travelers treasured dates because they stored well, tasted naturally sweet, and accompanied countless long journeys across challenging landscapes. Whole fruits deliver more than sweetness, providing fiber and nutrients within nature's remarkably balanced design for everyday nourishment. Notice the pattern emerging? Biblical foods often work together instead of standing alone within everyday meals across generations. The next biblical superfood carried extraordinary symbolism, while modern research uncovered equally fascinating nutritional care. Few biblical fruits carried greater symbolism than the pomegranate, admired for both beauty and remarkable natural abundance throughout history. Its greatest surprise remained hidden inside, where hundreds of jewel-like seeds formed nature's extraordinary design with remarkable precision always. Ancient artisans celebrated this fruit repeatedly, while scientists continue exploring its impressive nutritional composition and fascinating biological properties today. Researchers investigate naturally occurring antioxidants that may contribute to overall wellness within balanced, nutrient-rich dietary patterns over time. Biblical meals celebrated abundance through variety, combining colorful foods into nourishing traditions enjoyed across countless generations together. Yet another tiny biblical food carried extraordinary importance despite appearing surprisingly small and easily overlooked by many completely. Most remember mustard for its symbolism, yet its practical role in everyday life deserves equal appreciation and thoughtful attention. Nutrition often reminds us that modest foods sometimes provide surprisingly meaningful contributions within balanced eating. Each biblical superfood reveals another piece of a larger nutritional pattern, becoming increasingly clear through careful observation today. We're only halfway through, And the most overlooked biblical superfood still surprises nearly everyone after 60 today. Inside ordinary clay jars, biblical households preserved one remarkable food valued for nourishment throughout every changing season faithfully together. Barley quietly supported communities because dependable harvests often meant stability, resilience, and shared daily generations together. Whole grains naturally provide fiber and nutrients supporting balanced dietary patterns. Researchers continue investigating for healthy aging today consistently. Bread represented more than nourishment, reflecting gratitude, community, and meaningful traditions woven throughout biblical daily life for centuries. Remarkably simple ingredients often formed complete meals, reminding us balance sometimes outweighs unnecessary dietary complexity and confusion today. Next comes an aromatic biblical herb whose unforgettable fragrance carried both culinary and cultural importance across generations alike always. Fresh herbs contributed vibrant flavors while naturally enriching everyday meals with diverse plant compounds and appealing aromas for families. Scientists continue discovering fascinating complexity inside herbs once appreciated mainly for taste, fragrance, and practical household traditions throughout history. Notice how every biblical superfood complements another, creating naturally balanced meals instead of isolated nutritional solutions for longevity. Only 5 discoveries remain, and one overlooked biblical food continues astonishing modern nutrition researchers even now across laboratories worldwide.
Few fruits appeared more often in Scripture than figs, quietly nourishing generations with remarkable natural goodness every season.
Sitting beneath one's own fig tree symbolized peace, stability, and flourishing throughout biblical history for countless faithful families. Figs naturally contain fiber, minerals, and plant nutrients, and researchers continue examining for balanced nutrition during healthy aging today.
Drying fruit allowed biblical travelers to carry dependable nourishment across long roads and demanding wilderness adventures with confidence.
Traditional preparation methods often preserved flavor, texture, and nutritional value using remarkably simple techniques passed through generations faithfully. Another biblical superfood arrived not from fields, but from waters surrounding ancient coastal communities every single day. Fresh fish provided valuable nourishment and became an important part of many meals shared throughout biblical communities for centuries. As seen in this elegant visualization, the omega-3s from the grilled salmon are readily absorbed, traveling through the bloodstream to support cellular health. Across every discovery, simple whole foods consistently appear at the heart of biblical eating traditions throughout history together. Only 4 superfoods remain, and the next discovery may be the documentary's most unexpected revelation yet for viewers. Hidden among rocky hills grew nourishing nuts, quietly treasured for both flavor and lasting nourishment across biblical generations together. Every abundant harvest first began with delicate blossoms, reminding ancient families that patience often rewarded faithful daily stewardship beautifully. Researchers continue exploring healthy fats, minerals, and nutrients naturally found inside many traditional nuts consumed regularly throughout history. Balanced meals combine diverse ingredients, creating nourishment greater than any single food could provide alone over time consistently.
Variety, moderation, and seasonal eating form timeless principles increasingly supported by modern nutritional understanding today across populations worldwide.
Now another overlooked biblical ingredient reveals why simplicity often outlasts fashionable nutrition trends across every generation remarkably well. Despite their size, sesame seeds contributed meaningful nutrition within everyday meals enjoyed throughout biblical households for centuries faithfully. Scientists admire how tiny seeds naturally concentrate diverse nutrients inside remarkably compact packages. Remember every food we've explored? Together, they reveal an unexpectedly consistent blueprint for balanced biblical nutrition through generations.
Only 2 discoveries remain, and one everyday biblical food still surprises modern researchers today.
The final everyday superfood appeared so often that many overlooked its extraordinary nutritional importance through countless biblical generations together. Simple legumes consistently nourished families because they remained affordable, versatile, and naturally satisfying throughout changing seasons together always. Research suggests legumes provide fiber, plant protein, and valuable nutrients supporting balanced dietary habits during healthy aging naturally. Sometimes progress begins by remembering practical wisdom quietly preserved across generations, instead of constantly chasing complicated solutions everywhere. The greatest lesson was never one ingredient, but thoughtful patterns repeated consistently throughout biblical daily living for centuries.
Healthy aging grows through consistent daily choices, rather than dramatic changes. made only occasionally over many meaningful years together.
Modern science continues exploring observations that ancient communities simply practiced through generations of naturally.
Remarkably, every featured superfood fits naturally within balanced meals instead of replacing healthy dietary variety completely for anyone. When viewed together, these ancient foods reveal an enduring blueprint for thoughtful nourishment across every stage of aging gracefully. When viewed together, these ancient foods reveal an enduring blueprint for thoughtful nourishment across every stage of aging gracefully. Perhaps the greatest secret wasn't hidden food, but timeless habits practiced faithfully every single day throughout life together. Perhaps the greatest secret wasn't hidden food, but timeless habits practiced faithfully every single day throughout life together. Perhaps these foods mattered because they naturally complemented one another within simple, balanced lifestyles practiced consistently every day.
Ancient wellness reflected everyday habits, reminding us lasting vitality rarely comes from single foods or quick solutions alone.
Researchers continue exploring these traditional foods, discovering new questions alongside promising nutritional insights every passing year together. Nature packaged remarkable nourishment inside ordinary foods long before modern nutrition could fully explain their complexity scientifically today. Nature packaged remarkable nourishment inside ordinary foods long before modern nutrition could fully explain their complexity scientifically today. Each generation inherited practical food traditions, preserving knowledge through shared meals instead of written nutritional textbooks alone everywhere.
Healthy aging often reflects consistent choices repeated patiently across years, rather than dramatic changes made overnight by anyone.
Let's revisit every biblical superfood before revealing the timeless lesson connecting them all beautifully for generations together, forever. Together, these foods illustrate timeless principles of variety, moderation, gratitude, and wholesome nourishment, practiced faithfully across generations everywhere. Maybe the greatest discovery isn't forgotten food, but forgotten wisdom still available for every generation beginning today, together. Which biblical superfood surprised you most? Continue exploring timeless wisdom by joining us for our next remarkable discovery together.